Market update for the end of week of the 12th. I'm going to give you three scenarios that I think could happen over the next 4 to 5 months, and then give you the two most likely, in my opinion. So we obviously got the crazy move on Friday from 420 basically to 427. Me personally, I bought calls on Thursday night and I sold around 422.50 pretty much early in the morning. I was thinking that there was a good possibility that we were going to get another move down here, like around this area right here. I thought we were going to get one more move down here for a fourth wave. Instead, we just blasted through into what I think could be the overall fifth wave of the third wave. I guess fifth wave of the fifth wave of the third wave, or of the C wave, I'm sorry. So let's zoom out on the chart and just see where we're at now. So we have A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, in my opinion. That's what I see. Here's something to note though. This third wave, the length is 2302. Currently the length of this one is about 20, I think. It can't go above 431.04. If it goes above 431.04, it would invalidate this whole wave. So I think personally, I've been saying 427 to 429 for a month or two now. I think that that's pretty much, that's my top. That's where I think the top is. Is this the top of the overall B wave? That remains to be seen. And is this actually an impulsive wave and not a corrective wave? That also remains to be seen. I'll show you what I mean. I think there's three different scenarios here. If we take the fib retracement tool, obviously this is 1.61. It's gone past the 1.61 fib. There's a chance we're at 1, 2, 3. And if that's the case, we would see a pullback to about 415 and then a move up to about 445 to end an overall first wave. So that's one scenario that could happen. The second scenario is the one I've been talking about forever. We just start moving down here on an impulsive wave to complete a C wave down to the low 300s. That's the second scenario. And then the third scenario, which seems pretty likely as well, is this is actually only an A wave. So A, and then we would get a pullback to minimum 403, probably all the way down to maybe even like 390. So we'd have A, B, and then we would get a move higher. Could even go all the way up to 470 and be a valid B wave. So we zoom out A, B, C, A, B, C, B, and then we would still go and make this move down here to lower lows. So that one seemed kind of plausible right now because you think about it, we have midterms coming up in 3 months. Do you really think that they're going to tank the market into midterms? I personally don't. I think the market is definitely manipulated and they definitely want to keep it up as a political agenda as well. So I think there's a very good chance that they keep the bulls honest by pulling it back here to 390 to 410. And then we see one more move higher going into midterms. So everyone is happy with their portfolios again. So I'm kind of like actually leaning towards, I'm about 50-50 now with this being the end of the B wave and this being the end of the A wave. I don't think it's a 5-wave move, but then we'll have to just wait and see. But those are basically the three scenarios I could see playing out. Let's see what the dollar has been doing. The dollar put in a weird move here. I think there's a good chance. I don't think we bottomed here. We could have bottomed here because we were lower than the A wave. I think there's a good chance that this is actually actually a first wave, and this is a second wave, but it could have bottomed too. I don't know. This is not looking impulsive though. That's the thing. This move right here does not look impulsive, and so I'm still expecting more downside. I'm looking for, like I said in the last video, 103 to 104. But now that we see this pullback here, I can see it going lower. I can see it going to maybe bottom 103, maybe all the way down to like 102, high 102s. If we zoom out here on the weekly time frame, let's just see where. I have so many lines on this chart. Let's see. If you go all the way up here, it would still be valid if we went all the way down to 101.82. So I think that the dollar still has more downside, and so that plays into what I think is one of the scenarios. And I think that there's a very good chance that the ABC scenario that I shared, where we go down to 390, 400, and then bounce into the midterms, makes a lot of sense. Maybe even more sense than just selling off from here all the way down to the low 300s. So the dollar, I think, is going to go lower. I think that we're pretty much top for either the A wave or the overall B wave. The VIX is pretty much ready to bounce, just going down every single day. And yeah, that's pretty much it for a review. Let's zoom in though real quick on the 15-minute time frame and just see. We have 3, 4, 1, ABC 2. If we zoom in here on the 5-minute chart, you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, ABC 4, and then you can see I have us on the 5th wave right here. On the 15-minute time frame, you'll see it looks like a second wave and a third wave, which is possible. We could get a pullback and a little bit more move higher, and then be done with the overall 5th wave of the 5th wave. So I think we're on our last move higher before we get a pullback to at least 415. I'll say that. Pull back to 415. If we go a little bit higher here, we're going to pull back to at least 415. We zoom out here, 415 would put us right back in, or maybe we bounce off this support if it ends up being a 5-wave move. If we don't, and we get caught right here, that would be another clue that we can move down to 390, 400, or we're starting to move down to the low 300s. So a few things to keep your mind, or keep your eyes on, a few scenarios. Let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think is happening? What do you think the top will be? How are you playing it? And stay tuned. I'll put out another update on Monday and update you on some individual stocks as well. So I will see you on Monday.